Okay, hear me out. You know how frustrating it is dealing with municipalities and government offices in general. And then later we find out there was enough money allocated for certain things, but it wasn't used. But somehow the officers still get a raise or bonus and so on and so on and things of that nature. It's pretty frustrating, right? But you know how you can combat that frustration and even corruption in the process? We fight bureaucracy with bureaucracy. South African citizens have every right to access municipal budgets. When you log your case, and you should every single time, please do this. The paper trail is important. Log the paperwork, okay? And make sure that you receive your own copy of the paperwork or the reference number and get a firm commitment on the service level standard for that query so that you know when to expect the job to be done and to hold them accountable when that job is not done in that time. With this information, you can then write your own report of the inquiry that you made, the complaint that you logged, whatever it is that you did on their Twitter or Facebook page. Nothing complicated, okay? Just that you were there on this day during this time. You had a good or not so good chat with this person about the pothole, the street lights, or whatever it is that you went there for, plus your reference number in this post. And you're going to keep doing this at least one or two more times. And if nothing materializes, you now have a log of information that you can take and compare directly to the municipal budget. Every year, they publish exactly how many millions are allocated for your specific ward. If the municipality has 50 reference numbers for a burst pipe and the budget says that infrastructure was upgraded, you've caught them in a lie. And that is how you can turn your personal frustration into hard evidence of budget mismanagement. Since we do not trust them to actually do their job just yet without making a mess of the situation, then we have every right to treat them like children. It's not the residents' fault that they do not know how to do their job or that they do not have the qualification. Their party put them there. You accepted the job and now you have to perform. Yeah? All right. Then let's say 2 weeks have now passed and you are still waiting for the job to be done that was meant to be done, that was meant to take 3 days. Now we know that the media is not going to make a big hoopla about tiny municipal grievances until the people actually protest or things get loud. So we don't pay any mind to them just yet. But remember that you still have a voice and a way to bypass red tape. Remember that you have your receipts. Take it to TikTok and make a video doing a run through of your experience and your journey with the municipality and show your receipts. Right now, we are using strategy, not emotion. The time for emotion is over now. We use the law. Now we use paperwork. All of the things that they put in place to try and slow the process down, we will use to make sure that the system works for us and our communities, and especially for the people who find it hard to speak out for themselves. We show them how to do it. And the more people who do this and practice and show other people how to also do it, the more accountability and results we will experience from the municipalities. Obviously, don't try to carry the whole world on your shoulders. You're not living in that area alone. And really don't force people to do things, okay? If you keep doing things for yourself, you will get the results that you desire. And when other people see this and they see that, they also see the process of you accomplishing those things, they get encouraged to do it for themselves as well. And before you know it, the community knows how to mobilize itself if anything else ever comes up. Not these sporadic movements we see getting loud one day and then quiet for the rest of the year. This is sustainable and it produces a change in behavior for the long term. Behavior for the resident, behavior for the municipality, and it fosters a very specific type of unity. That's what we want to accomplish, okay? Oh, and still on the TikTok thing, specifically mention the municipality that you are referring to in your video, in the TikTok video, maybe as like the title or one of those title things, or mention it as like the first thing that you say in the video. For instance, you can maybe even say something like, so 2 weeks ago, I went to Davat Kreper municipality because I saw an illegal electricity connection. I looked the case with Saki, got my reference number, and was promised a fix. Still nothing. But their budget claims millions for maintenance. Still waiting for the municipality to sort out the illegal connection because now a friend of mine is paying more for electricity than she usually does with the same level of consumption. They need to fix this ASAP before I escalate this matter to the ombudsman or directly to the EFF to deal with this, since Saki's political home is with them. Saki, if you don't want to be replaced, get the job done. I'm going to wait until the end of the week for this to be resolved, or else. And tag them or tag the political party they're affiliated with, plus the municipality, etc., etc. You have a picture, right? Just a quick snapshot of what's been going on and an indication of your next step. When they understand that you know what your rights are and that you understand them thoroughly and that you will become their biggest headache if they don't just fix the problem, trust me, they will just do things quickly using less money over time. Because the biggest problem that we are encountering is that municipalities spend more money in the delays than the actual work. So, two birds here, guys. And this way, when they rate themselves about 80 or 90% and give themselves a kudos for a job well done, you can counter the claims they make with real data of your own. We don't just embarrass people with assumptions or overviews that can be easily disputed. We embarrass people with real hard data. And don't tell me you don't have time. The South African unemployment rate is reportedly over 30%. So we have enough people who have the time to do this. This way, you are still enjoying social media and making a difference in your countries. And who knows, you might be launching yourself into a career you didn't even know you'd be interested in, because some company may approach you for their bookkeeping or their admin work or investigation or research work or even social media management. I mean, the possibilities are endless here, right? So why not try? Of course, this could also be applied to maybe any tenders you applied for. Maybe your bid got rejected. You can use your platform as a way to try and understand why, or even dispute it with facts. Illegal immigration does not stand a chance if we move this way as communities. Nomads can be placed under a watchful eye, or expats, whatever they are, so that they don't run up the cost of living. We put the police to work, we put the municipality to work, we get the land, we make sure the government fulfills the promises they make, and we live in a better South Africa. Doesn't that sound amazing? Instead of using your social media presence to complain about what's wrong with the country, you put the social media to work in making your country a better place for you. And instead of only one person carrying the burden of the work ahead, this will be decentralized to so many other people. Many people will end up doing the reporting, the assessing, and speaking out. If everyone gets involved, then how will they have time or the resources to intimidate anyone or everyone? We wouldn't even need commissions. The country can be free.
But I dream.
Over the next 2 years, if we keep this energy, we could see a radical shift. Money that used to disappear or get swallowed by bonuses will start hitting the actual projects, because the officials will realize that every cent is being tracked by a million citizen auditors with smartphones each and every day. We make the cost of corruption higher than the cost of actually doing the job. Eventually, the flow of municipal money won't be a mystery anymore. It'll be a public record of service delivered, simply because we decided to stop being quiet and stop being loud on the platforms that they cannot control. Like, doesn't that actually feel like a more useful way to spend your free will and the time we have on social media? Well, speech is still free.